Known for its rich history and ancient architecture, Rome is a popular city to visit in Italy. This is Katie from Creative Travel Guide, and today we share the things to know before you go to Rome. Looking for more travel tips? Make sure to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. So firstly, let's look at the best time to visit. The best time to visit Rome is during the spring or fall months. This is when the weather is pleasant and the tourist crowds are relatively small compared to the summer. Winter can be mild, but some attractions may have shorter hours, but hotel prices are cheaper, so this is great if you are visiting on a budget. This is one of the most popular cities in Europe, so summer is hot and crowded, so try your best to avoid visiting at this time if you can. So now let's look at getting there. There are a few different ways that you can get to Rome. The city has 2 international airports, so you can get direct flights from many major cities in Europe, as well as cities like New York, Toronto, and the Emirate of Dubai. Rome is also connected by train to various cities in Italy and Europe, and this is a fantastic option for those who are wanting to travel the country of Italy or the surrounding areas of Europe. You can catch a train to Rome from cities like Milan, Florence, Venice and Naples, as well as cities elsewhere like Munich, Zurich and Vienna. So now let's look at getting around. Rome is convenient because you have several options to choose from. The metro system has 2 lines that cover key areas of the city, allowing you to travel between the major attractions conveniently. There is an extensive bus system that covers the entire city, including those areas that aren't served by the metro. Trams are also available in certain parts of the city, and you can find taxis all over the city, ideal if you are traveling in the evening. The city centre of Rome, where you will find places like the Colosseum and the Roman Forum, is a very walkable area, so you can explore the charming streets by foot, or you could choose to rent a bike and use the dedicated bike lanes to get around. So now let's look at the typical prices. Of course, prices in Rome will vary depending on the time of year you visit, but you can find a dorm bed in a hostel for under €50. Mid-range rooms range from around €60 up to €120, whilst 4 or 5-star high-end hotels will begin at around €180–200, but these prices can be much higher if you are visiting in the high season. Some hotels will include breakfast, but a simple breakfast from a local cafe will cost you under €9, whilst lunches will cost you between €9 to €15. Sit-down meals do begin at around €20, but again can be higher depending on where you are eating. Rome doesn't have to be a super expensive place to visit because there are some ways that you can save money. Firstly, as we say with most destinations in Europe, try your best to book everything in advance and use public transportation to get around. Make sure to eat in restaurants that are further away from the major attractions. This couldn't be more true than it is in Rome. Take advantage of the free attractions like the Trevi Fountain, the Spanish Steps and the Pantheon, and some museums in Rome offer free admission days, so whichever museum you are looking at visiting, make sure to check out their website for those free days. Rome has numerous public water fountains with drinking water that you can take advantage of instead of buying bottled water, and you can treat yourself to a slice of pizza or fried rice ball from a local vendor or stall rather than eating at a more expensive sit-down restaurant. Get yourself a Go City Pass so that you can save up to 50% off attractions in Rome. We will leave the link to that in the description below, and we will also leave a link to a hop-on, hop-off bus tour. This gets you around Rome, helps you save money on transportation, and is also a great option if you are only in the city for a few days. There are free walking tours available in the city too, with a local guide taking you around to see all of the sights and sharing its history. And if you are a student, no matter where you are from in the world, make sure to take your student ID with you, as many museums and attractions in Rome will accept your student ID and give you student discount. So now let's look at some of the best things to do. As the capital of Italy and one of the most popular places in Europe, of course there are plenty of things to see and do in Rome. Start your trip with a visit to the Colosseum, an ancient amphitheatre that is iconic in the city. Arrive early and get your tickets online before you go to skip the queue. We will leave the link for that in the description below. Throw a coin in the Trevi Fountain, visit the Roman Forum, and then admire the incredible architecture of the Pantheon. Visit a country within a country at the Vatican City, and then walk up the famous Spanish Steps. Still not convinced? Watch this video to find out the reasons to visit Rome. Then to find out about the best things to do in Rome, watch this video. We hope you have an incredible time in the city and stay creative.